sing. I got you.
Yeah, Tim.
I'm always ready to sing.
It's right.
Hello, you guys. Welcome to another lovely Wednesday of Get It Got It Good here on the WBGR Health and Wellness channel. So, we are here with a bunch of crazy, wild, extraordinary, successful women.
That was a lot, wasn't it?
You love my adjectives. So, as you can see, we're all the way live. Some of us. And so we are having fun here today celebrating mothers. So we all have that in common. We are mothers of sometimes unruly kids. But hey, it is what it is. And so today on our Mother's Day special, we are going to be speaking to all of these mothers here. Some of them could not make it. Shout out Shantae. Shout out Robin. We love you guys. But with that being said, welcome, ladies.
Hello.
Hello.
It's great to be
Thank
here.
you.
There's a beat.
That means you're supposed to sing.
We're supposed to break out in song. Look, we're always messing. Oh,
We're all start dancing.
I don't know what song it is. We're dancing to the music in our head.
Yeah.
Who runs the world? Girl.
Girls.
Yeah. That's right.
Right?
I like that one.
Who run the world?
Girls.
Who run the world?
Girls.
Who run the world?
Girls.
Who run the world?
Girls. So we will go down the line and we will introduce each of these ladies here today. And they will be able to share a little bit about who they are, what they do, what their goals, objectives, dreams, whatever it is they want to share. I left it completely up to them. Hence the reason I gave them a little bit of mimosa prior. So, without further ado, I definitely wanted to start with this one, who was like all the way down there. I had to start with her. You guys, and the reason why I had to start with this one is because that one down there is my mother. So, without her, I would not be here. It took my daddy's help.
He did a little something. He did a little
Shout out to Speedy.
You guys will get to meet my father. Everybody behind scenes have already met him. It's hard to forget that man. But today is about Bernetta, and I wanted to present Mommy with a little look. And I call her Mommy still. Gift memento. And a lovely. We're not romantically involved, so I got a different color than red. And Mommy, you get to pick an apple. So as you see in front of me, and you get to pick it later, Mom. But as you see in front of me, we have apples. These apples, if you guys go to IG, Facebook under Get It Got It Good G3, are created by Reagan because we support children entrepreneurs. She is licensed and everything else, and she makes some fantastic apples with themes from anything you can think of. So definitely shout out Reagan. Thank you. So, VJ, Bernetta, Mommy, whatever. I'll be calling her all kinds of things today, so just bear with me. Tell us a little bit about yourself and what you think about this whole extravaganza.
Well, I think this is a wonderful idea. My daughter's finally paying some attention to me. She's usually so busy. So to have some time with her and all these lovely ladies is a wonderful thing. And I have been enjoying myself this morning.
Yeah, because I'm the designated driver.
It's like, put the glass down.
I'll be driving them.
No, my husband's here, y'all. Shout out to my husband for preparing all of this stuff for us. We have some lovely food and refreshments and champagne. So thank you, Monty. But go ahead, Ma.
Well, really, there's not much to say except for this a lovely day, and I'm reunited. This is working. This is working already. But at this point in my life, I still feel like I'm young, so I don't know what y'all talking about mothers, you know. That's my sister down there. And it's about having a good time. And, you know, as far as business, it's like whatever makes you happy. Mm-hmm. If it makes you some money, then it's all good.
Money, 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 money. That's all the singing I'm doing today.
I was waiting on her to finish with the last money.
That was your part.
She gave me all these wonderful grandchildren. And so
Not that
money
many,
is
though.
what you need. You need money.
Not that many.
Yeah.
And just as many as some of the other people on the table. Right? And with that type of introduction, we have next Boomy.
Yes.
Now, so Boomy is one of the ladies that I have been looking up to since I was like
Turn it
20.
around.
I think Boomy. How many kids did I have at the point we met? I think maybe only
Three.
I had a few more after that. So, and the oldest one is. But for the last. Since I was
She kept having them.
I wanted to keep up with you, Boomy.
But wait a
And you
minute.
did.
Wait a minute. Y'all have the same number. I don't know why you saying she
Mine
keep
was
having them.
complete before her.
Yes. So hers was stair step a little bit before my stair steps.
Yes.
And
Oh, you
can
just
pick
one
an
more.
apple
You
too.
can have one of mine.
Oh, no, I'm no.
No.
I'm good.
Nate, she wants another one.
And he just had a birthday too. You just
Yes.
gave him a gift.
If it's your birthday,
I
Nate,
give him a
I don't
gift.
know if that would be considered
Full
a gift.
gifts.
So go ahead, Boomy.
All right, guys. Well, hi. My name is Boomy Moore. I am excited to be here. We're just having fun in the studio together. And it's always great when you can connect with like-minded people, meet some new people. So these ladies are new to me down here. Been knowing Vanetta for 15 years now. Right? And let's see. So who am I and what do I do? So I am an author of If You Want It, Speak It. Wow. It's an affirmation guidebook. And this just really shows who I am because at my core, I believe that we all should just live a freedom-filled life to be able to do whatever it is that we want to do. And while we are here having this life experience, I find that we're all on this journey. Like we show up and we have to learn how to do life and how to do it at our best. And so while we're going through this process, we learn lots of things. We get tools that we can start to apply so that our life does not have to be as challenging as it maybe it was in the beginning.
Yeah.
So teaching people how to use the power of the spoken word to really create their world. That's one of the things that I do. And I share different practices for people to just empower themselves. So my company is Empower Me Now, LLC. And our slogan is, you are more powerful than you know. And so I tell people, as awesome and as great as you may think yourself to be, you are so much more than that already. And if you knew how powerful you were, you would be prostrate on the floor, just in awe of yourself, of your God power. And so I'm excited. I get to help people entrepreneurially, showing people how to cultivate a six-figure income or higher from the comfort of their own home. Right now, my business is expanding internationally, so I'm excited about that. I have teams growing in Africa and in Latin America, things which I spoke. It was so awesome because yesterday on Facebook, I put out a post about being an international leader, and someone said, I remember on your personal development call when you first said that you wanted to speak in Africa. Now, just to see the unfoldment of your words come to fruition is just really exciting. So
you'll be there soon.
Absolutely. The trip is supposed to be in September.
Whoa.
I'll be going to South Africa. So
Awesome.
that. Shout out to my leader Jackie Ngomasia, who is just making that happen. Because it's not over about me.
In Africa too. We're
Yes.
worldwide. So
All right,
we have
guys. So
viewers in
maybe I'll
Africa
be
too.
seeing you.
That's awesome. That's
Amazing.
great. Amazing.
Congrats,
Yeah.
girl.
Thank you.
You told me that
Thank
yet?
you. I was going to tell you tonight on the phone.
She's supposed to tell me everything. I'm supposed to know.
Yes, I know.
But you say you got to get your ticket, right?
I know.
No, they just got back from Panama.
That's what we know. She ready to
We had,
go.
we
Yeah,
had our
but
little girls
Something in
trip.
some-
I'm going to London. She said she was coming with me to London, so I want to know about Africa. I'm going with her.
So I just found out about Africa, but I didn't hear anything about London. So
Oh.
with that being said, we're going to move right on down the line so Tammy Turner can tell us what she's doing in London. But before that, I have to give her thingamajiggy.
Thank you.
Yes,
Get it,
I'm
got
gonna
it good. Get it, got it good.
Oh, so I always do this to my artists.
Wait, hold.
See,
What?
you started.
What?
So with that being said, I need a theme song.
She needs it. She's good at writing songs too. She does that too.
She can write it and sing it.
For a nice,
How about that?
a nice
A
fee.
little hook for the intro, Tammy.
This is my agent right here. You heard what she said about the fee at the end.
Make sure you get a
The
percentage.
fee part was at the end. The fee part was at the end.
That's not much. She ain't paying much.
Yeah,
Oh,
well,
wow.
guess what? You guys, entrepreneurs, you better learn about bootstrapping and negotiation and trade-offs. Don't get it twisted when you first start out. Now, am I wrong? Like, ladies?
You're right about it.
Yeah, absolutely.
You gotta barter at the beginning sometimes.
You want to hustle.
Yeah, hustle mode. Sometimes do 3 things, you know?
Well, I want to thank you for thinking of me, Nyjah. Because you didn't have to. There are so many amazing, incredible moms in your circle alone, but just on Facebook and all over. I mean, moms who are working businesses. Some moms even work a business and work a job and take care of their children. We have single moms who are doing it by themselves, as well as those of us who have husbands, but feel like sometimes you still, you know what I'm saying? So, but there is some help there. So I just want to acknowledge you for acknowledging us.
Yeah,
so thank you so much for that. I want to say that first. That's amazing. That's amazing. So I'm a motivational speaker that uses my 18, almost 19 years of being a professional.
But she's 26, y'all.
I'm 26. Please don't get it twisted. That's it. I stopped at 26. But I use the 18, 19 years of experience as a professional singer and actress, and I help aspiring speakers. I help authors. I help coaches, consultants to create their signature story and understand their presence when they are on stage. When you do that, you connect with your audience better and you're able to reach your audience. So maybe you're reaching them because you know you have a life-changing service that they need. You know that if they walk out of this room without knowing what you do, you know that you're doing them a disservice. So you have to know how to present yourself on stage. Where are you standing? How are you presenting your story? Do they understand what it is that you just said to them? So example, for me, you know, I grew up in Chicago Heights. Y'all know Illinois, Chicago Heights, Illinois, you know, in conditions that were not necessarily rich conditions. You know, I saw the mice running in and out, and I had the abandoned buildings all around me, and that was the environment that I existed in. But there was always something bigger in me. There was always something that was calling me forth. I knew that I wasn't just meant for the environment that I had been born into. So I had to go through all of these channels of not feeling like I was enough. I had to go through the channel of not feeling beautiful, of not embracing who I was and my talent. I've had people to tell me, you can't sing, you can't this, you can't that. I've seen that. Wow. I've had that. I've experienced that. And I also experienced having a mentor, having a coach, having somebody come into my life and tell me just the opposite. Tell me you are worthy and you are beautiful and your brown skin is amazing. You were made for greatness. You were made to be amazing. That's why you were created. I was born to succeed. I was born to win. It's not by happenstance that this is happening. I was born for this. So I had to learn that, and it brings me great joy and great pleasure to help other women specifically, but I mean I do work with men as well, but women specifically discover their signature story and their unique stage identity so they can deliver that to the world. Because it's not just us in this room or just a few people that are watching us on Facebook that need what we have.
Indeed.
It's global.
Indeed.
The world needs what you have. So I have an organization called Convert the Room. And on June 8th, in the Annapolis area, I am having a conference. I'm going to be doing a workshop. It's going to be a 2-hour workshop where I am going to share with the people there what I've been doing on stage for almost 20 years, on how I've been reaching people for almost 20 years, on how I've been securing clients for almost 20 years, doing what I do best. So I like to help people find that gift in them. I don't want you to be like me. You don't have to sing or whatever, but you have something special and unique that I can bring out. I'm going to bring it out, and when I bring it out, the world is going to know. All right. So anyway, that's me. Thank you.
So which is awesome, because a lot of times people feel as though walking in your purpose, and a lot of people don't understand what their purpose is. But if you can walk in your purpose, you're destined. The doors will open. I don't care what type of trials and tribulations that you come from or grow up in. But if you're destined to do something, it will happen for you.
That's right.
It will happen. So don't give up. Don't fail. The trials make you stronger.
That's right.
Right?
That's right. And you know what, Nigel? I just want to add this quick little thing. On Sunday, I watched, we did home church. If we don't go to our regular church, we do home church. And so we were watching Lakewood, Dr. Joel Osteen. And they had Mike, I can't say his last name, Furlick or Furlock. Somebody out there might know what his name is. But he was talking about how sometimes we don't feel qualified for what it is that we feel we know we're supposed to do, but it's not being qualified. It's about being chosen. You were chosen.
That's a good phrase.
You were pre-chosen. You were predestined. Before you came into this experience, you were already chosen to do that. So agree to do it, and then let God qualify you through the process,
Wow,
right?
deep.
You learn through the process. He'll send you people like me, or like Boomy, or like some of these other ladies who will pour into you and give you the skill set you need. Now, I'm a singer, but I always have a coach.
Yeah, right?
Don't get it twisted.
All great
I always
athletes,
have
singers,
all great
everybody
athletes.
do.
If
Everybody
Michael
do.
Jordan needed a coach and he's known as the best in the world,
But still.
Yes.
there is no way you're going to find me without a coach.
Yeah.
No way. No way. So I just wanted to bring that out.
I mean, it's awesome because a lot of times we'll step into things that we're not fully qualified to do.
That's right.
And from taking that leap of faith, you will be surrounded by the people, the team that you need in order to accomplish.
That's right. That's right.
So one of the people who helped me accomplish my goals is sitting next to you, Tammy.
Well, of course she would be sitting next to me.
It's Sandra. And Sandra, I want to give you this. So let me tell you about, I have enough time, hard enough time raising my crew of kids. But this lady next to me has raised hundreds of kids, including some of mine. So without further ado, I'm all tangled here. Okay.
Thank you.
There you go. So I know from, look, okay, let's put this back, right? So I know from what you do that literally babies all the way through high school come through, and then you have some adults that may come in or whatever, but you see kids from 5 years old all the way through their whole life, and it's continual and continual, and it's a lot to manage. I couldn't do it. I'm saying I just couldn't.
It takes a lot of people to help you, just like you were talking about having coaches. You have to have mentors. You have to have people that work with you that you can trust to delegate things to, and I've been really, really lucky. For those of you who you don't know what she's talking about, I actually work now with Howard County Recreation and Parks, and I handle all types of youth programs. I started with preschool programs and running different types of preschool programs, moved up to running after-school programs and all for at-risk children and other children that needed somewhere to go after school during the summers and those sorts of things. So we ran those types of programs, and we did it with grants and all, so that parents didn't have to break their back paying for the babysitters
Wow, that's
and everything.
awesome. Oh my goodness.
And I have now switched over because my degree was actually in physical education and recreation. So I moved out of teaching into the recreation field, and I work with, as she said, thousands of children in everything from cheerleading, flag football, rugby, camps.
Wow.
And I think, almost like she said, you know, I tell coaches and parents that when your child comes on my field, they're now my children. So I expect coaches to treat their children like I would want my children to be treated. I expect referees to behave the way that they need. I think that we need to help everyone to reach the expectation that they need, and we need sometimes to help people to realize that children need to learn, and there are ways to help them to learn.
Yes.
Oh
my goodness.
The youngest child is not going to be a quarterback unless you teach them when they're not good how to become a quarterback. And you've got to give them that playing experience. So it's really trying to make sure that it is a learning environment for everyone. And so that's kind of my philosophy with all children and all. We've right now just started up a brand new cheerleading program, and it's first time we've done something like this, but it's going to be a competition cheerleading program, and we're starting at the age of 5, working all the way through, but we're taking on children that don't really know how to cheer also, and we'll have different divisions and different levels.
Howard County?
In Howard County, yes. Red Diamond Cheer Program.
Okay.
Felicia Hughes is going to be running
Red
it.
Diamond.
Red Diamond Recreational Cheer Program. So we do a little
Tiny
bit of
Tots
everything.
Excited about that.
Yes.
Love Felicia. Coach Felicia. Yeah.
Coach
that's her.
Felicia.
Yeah, she's a flyer.
And yours is a
Oh,
Her
okay.
daughter's
and
a
yours is
flyer,
an
one of the top girls.
experienced cheerleader. Why don't you tell her to come back to help?
Well, she would love
Hey.
to. In fact, my daughter lives in Virginia, but she'll be moving back to Maryland.
I know you're excited about that.
Okay, you know what?
And we
This-
are
this is
always
too
looking
much.
for the volunteer coaches and also, yes.
You didn't tell her, Boomy.
No, that's
There's
my,
so much going on now.
that is
Kids,
my
grandkids.
goddaughter. Mine.
And then I have a 18-year-old who went through the River Hill cheer program,
yes.
so I can.
Oh yeah, Ken.
Yeah,
So
we
I'm gonna
need
have to be
we need
touching- we're gonna have
somebody
to be
to like, take
touching
up some
base.
time
Yes.
and we can
We-
sew
we're-
something into you.
It's always
It-
good to
it-
connect.
Please, let's exchange
Connection
numbers.
works well, yes. And then in addition to all of that, I have,
That's great.
I don't have as many children as all of you do. I have
Why
two-
she have to point that out though? Why did she have to point that out?
I have 2 daughters and 3 grandbabies. One, my oldest granddaughter is 14, and she does competition baton twirling.
Oh.
So I'm all over the place. In July, we'll be in Ohio and in Indiana for nationals, and then we just have a new baby that is 11 months old. So,
Aw, congratulations.
And thank you for saying how many kids and stuff. We
So
didn't
you
even
have-
do that.
you have
We
five,
didn't even
though.
do that.
So you still have
this is
5,
a
you have 2 and
Mother's
3,
Day.
so you still have 5.
This is
so total's 5.
I think it's 25 kids.
I need
Well, let's see, Boomy got like 8.
25
You
kids.
got 8.
I know.
I only have 4.
I have 9.
9, 4, 13, 14, 15,
4.
15, 16, 17, 19.
5.
56,
And you got 3.
Right, 25. Collectively.
How many do you have?
Solomon
All that
right.
But
There's
the
a lot of
grandkids
mothers
came
and
from her.
grandmothers and
No, mine
nanas
shares
is my
one.
call.
I forgot
Wow.
Maisha.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So you
Maisha,
really
she's
should say
one.
you have 10
But-
because
but-
How old
Grandy
is
is
my
doing.
It's always at my house.
Boomy, did you say
7.
how many you
I
had?
have those 2.
Yeah,
I have,
right.
I have
Yes.
all of the
How many
adopted children
times?
that are
Did y'all hear how many she had?
She got it. I include my grandkids now, so
Yeah, tell 'em.
now I have
You have 3 grands.
4 girls and 4 boys.
Okay.
Because of the grandkids,
What,
it actually was 3 girls.
You
and
get
2
to the
boys.
But
point that you
one
have
is
to
on the
include the
way.
grandchildren.
Don't forget the one that's on the
Okay,
way.
so a
Congrats.
tiebreaker.
There's
I'm
one on
only
the
at
way.
1 grandchild. Kids, if you're listening,
Let's
you better not
support,
have
right?
any more
Don't we
of
not
those
support?
Like, that's not
That's
gonna
a
work.
threat.
Yeah, that's definitely a
What
threat.
she
Just
say?
make them have more.
Oh, whatever. Once you start, you don't stop.
Look at the
So-
young girl in the room. She not saying nothing. Look how she just looking.
Straight up,
She's
not
just
ready
like-
for that. Okay, so with that being said, I do believe that it takes a community to raise children, and we're kind of getting away from that. But in order for
Yeah.
kids to grow up successfully, they need that different input from different perspectives and different backgrounds in order to make them successful. And let me tell y'all, don't mess with this lady on the bill. She has a reputation of protecting her own, which means that is her house.
But she looks so sweet
Damn.
What's the right
and
side of her?
innocent.
I thought she was talking about her.
I know.
Oh, wait, hold
Okay.
up. Since you want to move down the line,
See,
Don't
look
mess with
what
this
you
lady.
started. See what you started. See, Boomy,
I thought
But
she
you
was
are
ready.
not
You know,
invisible.
you
We were
ready.
going to get to you eventually.
I know.
Here's the definition of pit bulls
Finish
in the
talking to
skirt,
her.
right?
Uh-oh.
So this lady has a background working with all men who you gotta put your foot down and let them know that you mean business. And
Talking about you?
now I'm talking about you.
Working with all men.
Yeah, it's a very male
Come on.
dominated entertainment,
Yes.
media,
Oh,
marketing,
yes.
promotions,
Yes.
radio. You know, all of that is a very male dominated field.
Yes.
Right? It is changing though. You know, with people like us around. But with that being said, this lady right next to me is one of the biggest mentors I can ever have in my life right now because I don't know anything, you guys. But I can always call this one and ask for advice. And why is that? And really quick, this is Veronica.
Okay, they got it good.
Veronica.
And this is your flower.
Thank you.
And don't stab yourself because these kind of got like pointy points. Shout out to Simply Beautiful Flowers for
Absolutely beautiful.
for providing us with these and the ones all over the place.
Thank
Am I
you.
wrong if I just drop them? So with that being said, y'all didn't hear that, right? Veronica, why is it that I can be such a pain in your butt and call and ask for all kinds of information? Yes, I said pain in the
any
butt.
kind of way.
It's okay. It's fine. I hate this.
So my name is Veronica, and
I need some
come
help.
on,
No.
come on.
So this one right here, I had to pull teeth. It's really don't like to be in front of the camera. No pictures,
And I
no
thought I
on
gave
air
her
stuff.
trouble.
But you know, she loves me so much, so
She
she
do.
decided to come on and be tortured. Right?
All right. First of all, congratulations, ladies, for being moms. You all are
you.
just awesome. Y'all backgrounds
you.
are phenomenal. I mean, phenomenal.
Thank
and
you.
thank you, Nija. I really do hate this because the reason why is because I just believe in other people being in front of the camera. I had my shine for 20-something years, and it's time for other people to have this shine. I try to take all the knowledge I have. I've been in the industry, radio industry, for 20-something years. I retired and was lucky to get into like Stone Soul Picnic, building that event, the People's Expo, and so I've been around for a very, very long time, marketing, sales and marketing, and retired the early part of 2011. Got into home improvement, Long Fence and Home, took their revenue from 0 to $1.7 million
Wow.
in 10 months. Didn't know
Amazing.
what the heck I was doing.
Were you in sales or were you doing that through the radio, through them putting them on the radio?
You talking about was I Long Fence
With
and Home?
Longfit.
Radio was done.
Okay.
That was my new avenue.
You selling?
Yes,
Oh,
ma'am.
wow.
Yeah,
Awesome.
just had a team, 40 events a month, and just really just got a brainstorm.
40
on everything.
events a month.
Yeah, that's
Wow.
nothing.
Events.
Yeah.
I need
This
to talk
lady
to
can
you.
gather some people.
Oh.
Yeah,
That's
that's
work.
nothing.
That's more than
That's work, I know.
Sometimes
She
5
still
a day.
works a lot,
Oh
doesn't she?
yeah. Oh yeah. It's just
Call me.
See, that's why she ain't got as many kids as y'all.
She's only down by one.
Yeah, I have 4 children
See?
and 4 grandchildren. I truly do.
Oh.
But to get back to my career, I'm glad to be here. But the biggest thing is that I'm glad to have Christ in my life. Because when I was going through the radio and the Long Fence and Home and the home improvement, which I did for 3 years, I wasn't close to Christ like I should have been until I had surgery in 2016 when he slammed me on my back. And that's when him and I had a long talk. And he had a better plan, a better life for me. He wanted me to share these gifts. That's why I enjoy your speech about the motivation and the gifts. And the gifts and everything, because I do the same thing.
Yes.
I see gifts in people and I'm like, God, you gotta get going.
Yes.
And that's what I saw in Nija. And she
Yes.
needed some help. Whatever it is.
I always need help.
It doesn't, whether it's building sponsorship packages or making sense what this is, that is, and this and that, it doesn't matter.
Yes.
If we have what it takes for this train to move, then that's what I believe in.
Yes.
And all my blessings come from above.
Amen.
Not from you, and you. They come from above. So I'm extremely humble. I got into marketing very well. Doing very good with that. And then one lady came to me one day and said that she needed me to manage her with her acting in her modeling career because she was scammed. And I said, I'll help you for a year. But this young lady who's standing in front of us, I helped capture 80,000 social media followers for her.
That's amazing.
So I don't like to be in the front because I don't like to, you know, people say it's bragging, but I look at them as blessings, you know, and it's all about God's plan where He wants to take you. And everybody's journey is different. Everybody's going to carry their cross differently. And it's going to be some tough, there's going to be some obstacles, hills going to be climbed.
Absolutely.
But when you can get up, dust your kneecaps off. And Kathy Hughes taught me that.
Okay.
She taught me that. Because she's a very, very strong black woman. And she did. She taught me that. I was like, wow.
Did you have much interaction with her being at Radio 1, like face to face, or?
Absolutely. I started out with Miss Hughes in the trailer. I'm telling my age. On 4th and H, I was a sales assistant.
Oh.
And didn't know a lot about radio, but that's the whole idea. People, we can't be tunnel vision. Open your minds and see the bigger picture.
Yeah.
You know, so I got in there and I learned every facet, every department I possibly could. From traffic, continuity,
Wow.
from sales, from NTR, writing commercials, and I just had a blast. I just got burnt out. Or better than that, I just been obedient to God's plan for my next chapter.
Okay.
That's basically
that.
what it was.
Yes.
It was my next chapter, and it's beautiful.
Wow, that's awesome. Well, I find your story so interesting, and like I said, it's so great to network because right now I'm working with Radio 1, and I'm in the process of putting together 2 commercials, one for my financial business, one for my wellness business. I could use your expertise because I'm working on that.
Absolutely.
And I do have an account exec, but with all of your knowledge and credentials, you know, it's great to have that
Multiple
outside
streams of income,
consulting.
people. That's what we do.
Thank you so much for sharing that. That's, and we know Kathy Hughes is an awesome mentor,
she
so
is
it's just like wow. So
unbelievable.
to have gotten to work with her, I see why you're so powerful.
Yep, unbelievable. Matter of fact, I worked with her on 4th and H maybe 3 years, and then I went to Extra 104. You probably don't know about that. You probably do. Where it's not in business anymore. But and then I went to WMAL on Jennifer Street, and then I called Miss Hughes and told her I wanted to come back home, and she welcomed me back to Radio 1 in 1997. And I was there until 2011.
I won't say where I was in 97.
And I had a blast. Get in. I mean, I met a lot of celebrities. Shout out to Bo Legged Lou and Paul Anthony of Full Force and Jalil and Doc Ice. Those are all my friends. But I got in there and I got my business taken care of, and I got out.
Yep.
That's what I did. And
I
now
love
I'm
it.
here to share.
Indeed.
Well,
So,
I'm going to be calling you about events.
hey, look, you guys, I'm a connector. So I like to
love
connect
that.
people who can help each other out. That's what I do. But we'll be back in a second because I'll tell you guys more about that in the projects that are coming up.
yeah.
And we'll come back with these great ladies in 1 second. So be right back.
Come back.
See, this is why I don't like this.
Happy Mother's Day, Grandma, Abuela, Mommy, and Auntie Lil.
Okay.
10 seconds? What kind of break they did in 10 seconds? Is that a little commercial?
Yes, so
Stones on Picnic, we turned.
okay.
I turned
Crazy.
Stones on Picnic to 350
So-
to
I don't know what
750,000.
kind of
did y'all
commercial
just hear that
It's-
stat
in
that
one day.
Veronica just said
I need to
for
hear
Stone
some-
Soul?
What?
I mean, because it's
Wow.
great. So this show is not just about me; it's about everybody on here, and I love, like Veronica does, to spotlight people and give people a platform and to introduce others to others who may help each other out. So, you guys, when I say
it's getting
send me
cold.
stuff, when I say send me your music, your projects, your activities, your causes, definitely send them because you never know who needs to be connected with who and what you're doing. So if you're doing your thing, definitely shoot it my way. But with that being said, you know, there's a lot of great things coming up. Tammy has something on June the 8th, you said, right?
June 8th. Yes.
I actually got that right.
Convert the room.
In Annapolis.
Come
So
ready to
this
work.
is the DMV area, but you guys are not just like in the DMV area. You
I'm
guys-
all over the place.
Oh gosh,
All over.
no.
We're in Africa. I'm everywhere.
Don't you,
I'm
you know,
serious.
and with
It's
technology,
beautiful.
you can be anywhere.
You can be anywhere.
Mm-hmm.
You can be
Yes.
anywhere.
That's true.
I was just picked up. I'm working with a Black CEO with Trevor Otts, and they just made me a host of one of their shows. It's called 5 Minutes to Change Your Life, and so this is where we take people who have always had a story or always had some message inside of their belly, inside of their heart, inside of their minds that they knew they wanted to share. They just didn't have a platform. They've created, Black CEO has created a platform for anyone. I mean, if you can do a 5-minute message and send it in to me, we can get it approved. And so what we're going to do is we're doing it's almost like it's kind of like a year-long, let me see what you can do type of thing. And it's leading up to the big event in February of 2020, where you have the chance to compete to be the keynote speaker of that event. Yeah.
Oh, awesome.
So it's amazing just the entries that we're getting in, and they're coming from all over the country.
So if somebody wanted to enter into that, how could they do that? Like, what's the email?
Just
or whatever?
inbox details to me about 5 minutes to change your life, and I will get them all of the details that they need to.
Inbox details to Tammy Turner.
Inbox
But where
details.
where's Tammy Turner?
I'm here. I'm busy.
Literally.
But I'm
what
here,
Is that?
and
like
we do-
on Facebook?
Oh,
on
I'm sorry.
email?
Yes, on Facebook. Oh my God, forgive me.
I love you though. I had to pick.
Yes, no, the real Tammy Turner on Facebook, and then Tammy Turner Sings on Instagram. You can also reach out to me there as well.
Okay.
And I can, anyone again who's ever had a message in their belly, in their bosom. See, and some people will work with me to get their message together, and then I put them over here, and now they're even more powerful. With 5 minutes to change your life. So, again, we want to create platforms globally for people to share who they are and the gifting. The spotlight is not just for Sammy Davis Jr. or for Angelina Jolie or for Beyonce or for whatever. The spotlight is for anyone who has something, a service, a product, or something that can help someone else's life be better.
Wow.
Where you can elevate someone else's life. A song can elevate someone.
Indeed.
Have you seen? I mean,
Yes, the
a
energies
song
and
can
stuff.
elevate someone. That when I was going through in Chicago as a little girl, I would see Diana Ross on television, and I would see Barbara Streisand and Diane Carroll, all these amazing, beautiful, powerful women using their voices and their messages to touch other people.
Right.
And so again, you don't necessarily have to be a celebrity, quote unquote. You can be you. You can be you, and you can change someone else's life in Europe, in Africa, in London. So I'll be in London June 28th and 29th. Black CEO has a chapter there with a lady named Vanessa McLean, and she called last month, and so she invited me to be one of the
Did you
speakers.
know that, Boomy?
I did know that. I did know all these details, but she did tell me back in June. She told me about the trip a couple of months ago. So.
Well, she did
And
know.
so I
Yes.
did say that I wanted to go, but now my schedule has kind of gotten hectic. So
See?
yeah, because you and your mom and I, and Tammy too.
And Tammy.
Over 10 years ago, we were in business together, and we helped a lot of people.
About 15. What about 15 years?
years,
You're talking about over 10.
2004. We helped a lot of people in the financial realm.
When you're supposed to
Yeah.
be an entrepreneur, early on. You guys, I got into business. I don't know. Was I initially 18?
Wow.
Well,
Before
initially
then.
I became a slave
Before
to a
then.
business
I put
at
her to
like
work
8,
early.
9 because of that one on the end. When your parents own a business, they will enslave you early.
Absolutely.
My
Trust
children
me.
worked all the time.
Enslave them.
Yeah.
Put them in those businesses.
It's work
Oh,
though.
Yeah.
I did all for
That's
my
right.
kids. Yeah.
Yeah, you gotta learn.
Look at
Yeah.
Abraham and David and all of them. That's what they did. They put their kids in the
That's
business.
right.
Make
That's
sure they
right.
knew.
That's
Learn
right.
the craft.
Yeah.
And what was that? We were doing doing wellness, you guys. We
were doing
Finances.
financial, and I wanted
That's
to give a
awesome.
plug for an event I'm having because we helped a lot of people financially.
Yes,
and
Oh,
so
my goodness.
remember we were helping people with credit restoration as well. So Brian House, who was behind that, has put together a financial program called Make Wealth Real Financial, and that's what we need to do. So many people talk about making money, but we want people to be about it, not just talk about it. And so through Make Wealth Real Financial, we had an event in Baltimore, April 27th. We had over 300 people there. It was just so awesome.
Amazing.
Tammy was one of the speakers. People
Amazing.
were empowered. But this weekend, on May the 11th, we're going to be in Baltimore again at 5200 Denmore Avenue. So if you missed April 27th, don't worry about it. Come on out. We're going to show you how to go from where you are to where you want to be financially. And for all of our DC crowd, on May the 18th, we'll be at 4445 Benning Road at the Denny's there at 4 p.m. So hit me up, whether you're on the Baltimore side or the DC side, or just call me because we have something all across.
And
the
financially free how?
Here we go again
Like-
with this hit me up. Hit me up. We
We're
are
We're new to this. We're trying to do it. We're trying to.
BUNMI, Boomy Moore, and I know we have to close.
You're
We got
right.
just 2 minutes, guys. But talking about being debt free,
Right.
having credit scores in the 800, literally knowing secrets that the wealthy have been knowing for years that have been hidden from us. How you can be your own bank, how you can get into land banking, and
Even
you
if
know,
their credit
have
score is
unlimited
500 or
financial
600
advice.
now, there are ways that they can raise their
We need to
We
teach
have a
our
couple
kids
events.
about financial literacy.
Yes, lovely.
instant pay raises. They're giving away instant pay raises.
I've got everybody's attention now.
Tell us about your events.
No,
Well, you know,
It's okay. Okay, just a couple of our upcoming events.
Yep.
Our August 3rd is
the Celebrity Flag Football
Yeah.
Back to School Drive.
Okay.
We're raising what? Backpacks,
oh yeah,
school
backpack
supplies.
school supplies. I thought you had the conversation.
No,
I'm sorry.
No, she started. I was gonna let her finish it.
Sunday, October the 20th, where we are honoring entrepreneurs. This will be our 4th annual successful journey of entrepreneurship, diversity. Started out less than 100 people. Now it's stand-up room only. It's 400 some people. So,
Where's it going to be?
LaFonte Blue
Oh, okay.
Which one?
in New Carrollton.
I like details.
I'm glad you asked that because I didn't know that one.
Is that why I sang at that time? Is that the place for
I will
Tina's
send you
birthday?
all the invite.
Okay.
How about
Is it
that?
Tina's birthday?
Oh no,
no.
Veronica
Oh,
will send you
okay,
an invite to that. I will send you
Okay.
an invite
Oh, he
to the
said-
Celebrity Flag Football game. How about that one? Right?
What did he say?
Oh, I thought you
He's
said
out there
we
talking.
Oh my
Okay.
goodness, I feel so bad. Look at that.
What?
He said 2 minutes.
This is why, as mothers, we know mess happens. Hence the reason, if you notice, everything was
Laminated.
Laminated. Because I know.
Sorry.
Yes.
You're good.
Oh, nobody got wet. So now, guess what, guys?
Nobody.
We are going to eat.
Yeah.
Because look, can I shake?
No, don't shake this one. This one's wet.
We have more. So, guys,
What
thank
she
you
said,
all.
shake it?
See, now you're about to drop yours.
I
I
got
gave
fan
them
sands.
too
Yeah.
many mimosas. Okay, so thank you guys for all coming on.
Thank you,
Thank you,
Naja.
Naja.
Let's give
You
a hand
guys
for
are
Naja.
welcome. So you guys stay tuned to Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, Get It Got It Good, G3, LinkedIn. Yes, because we will be spotlighting these women all month long with commercials, ads, their businesses, things like that. So definitely we will be tagging them. So if you need to be able to find them, since they're not so forthcoming with their information, that will be posted as well as any upcoming events and flyers and stuff,
absolutely.
you guys. So definitely, I want to thank you all for joining me again this week. Tune in next week because we have more great shows for you coming up. And who is next week? I don't even know. Sir Charles. There we go.
But I thought about a good little theme for you if y'all follow me. So it's Get It Got It Good. So after I say the couple of words I'm gonna say, y'all say first you say get it, then I'll say something else and you say got it,
Okay.
and then we're all gonna say good.
Okay. Try it.
Okay.
All right.
All right, here we go.
Wait a minute. Did you rap yet?
You
Here's
can
a
wrap
wrap.
after this. How long is it gonna take?
No, it's not long. It's everybody tune in and
Get
Get
it.
it.
again. Everybody tune in and
Get it.
because I
Got it.
and that's
So you guys, as I say at the end of every show, be an original because an original is worth more than a copy. Have a great day.
See you later.
Bye.